my dad wanted to join the forces. He wanted to fight. He had been in the air training corps and was a qualified radio operator. He'd been waiting for a call up to the RAF, but then he was told to go to South Wales to be a coal miner. A Bevin boy. Oh, it was ridiculous. It was a completely random selection. No account taken of suitability, of skills that could have been put to use somewhere else. They said that names had been taken out of a bowler hat. And the worst thing was, it was all a result of a cock-up. Someone had forgotten to make coal mining a reserved occupation. So by 1943, they were running short of coal miners. Oh, and coal. So the minister, Ernest Bevin, he came up with this scheme. Only he couldn't be bothered to build in any common sense into it. Poor Dad and the others. They had an awful time. Though in one way, he was a lot luckier than some. You see, the real miners, who were all a lot older, they didn't trust them. They knew that they were conscripts, knew they didn't want to be there, thought, quite wrongly, that they were draft dodgers, deserters, conches, and so cowards. But like I say, my dad was angry because they'd stopped him from joining up to fight. But it made no difference. They were all shunned, given the worst jobs. People started talking in Welsh when they were around. They had tricks played on them, like being made to work with pit ponies that only understood Welsh commands. Like many of the others, Dad was billeted with a local mining family. Oh, and that is where he did get a little bit lucky. The families treated him badly. You know, they ignored him, they gave him the worst food. They made him wait till last till using the water in the tin bath. But in Dad's house there was a sort of, a matriarch, I suppose, the grandmother. She soon put a stop to that when she saw what was going on. Dad used to talk about her a lot. You see, she understood what he was going through. Not least the claustrophobia he felt from working down the pit. He called her Granny Blodwin. The family called her Bloody Bod behind her back. But they did what she said. With the result that they were quite friendly and sympathetic eventually. Though that didn't really change matters with Dad's conditions down the pit. But he did survive his time there. Just. At the end of the war, he came home. He married Mum. He produced me. Then, when I was just 10, he died. Partly from pneumoconiosis, Manners lung. We didn't get any compensation.